What's up, guys? It's Crowbar, and today Crowbar is ready to play Shadow of the Colossus on hard mode. So last week or no, not last week. I guess it would have been a couple days ago for you guys. We managed to take down the turtle with a bit of difficulty, and today we're gonna go after the sandworm, who is another one of my favorites. He's not quite. I don't like him quite as much as I like the bird. But he's really cool, and again, like, kind of reinforces the message that the turtle just taught you, that, you know, aggro is just as much of a tool as your sword is. So we're gonna, I think we're going off, yeah, we're gonna go down this path, which we haven't actually been down yet. And he's not super hard, if I'm remembering properly. Now, granted, I also didn't remember the turtle being very hard, and he killed me like 4 times, so, you know, anything can happen, I guess. But he's more of a, again, he's kind of a test more than anything else. Kind of like a practice puzzle, making sure that you have learned the lesson you were supposed to learn properly. And he's kind of, again, kind of making sure that you can't progress past this point in the game until you learn how to interact with aggro properly during the Colossus fights, because I think number 11, the next kind of like worm-looking guy, who I'm not going to spoil because he's visually stunning if you don't know exactly what's going to happen when you go to meet him. But the next time that we have like a serpent-shaped Colossus, aggro is absolutely essential, and if you don't know how to use him properly, you just won't be able to beat it. So this guy serves as kind of like a, you know, a skill wall. You'll have to practice if you don't know what to do until you get good enough to get past him, and if you can do that, then the rest of the game shouldn't be too difficult for you until you get to the sorcerer, and that's a whole nother can of worms. So anyway, we're gonna go over here to a desert. I don't remember. I think he's in, like, I think he's in a temple in the desert. I think we're actually going to end up kind of close to the bearded monkey and his tomb, but I'm not positive. Let's see, where, so the monkey's over there. I can see the temple from here. So actually, I guess I'm completely wrong. The layout of this place always kind of throws me for a loop because it's way bigger than you think it is. The first 6 or 7 Colossus really don't take you very far out of your comfort zone. And then when you start getting to these guys, they start sending you to the 4 corners, as it were. So it might take a little bit to get there, but again, we shouldn't have a ton of trouble with them. So depending on how smoothly this goes, this might actually get to be a 2 Colossus video, which we haven't had for a little while now. But we'll see. Best not to get our hopes up, I guess. So this also has the potential to be a short video, much like the last one, and honestly, all subsequent videos until I tell you otherwise, because as I've said before, and at this point a couple of times now, so many that you may have gotten annoyed, I am still kind of in the process of moving and packing and things like that. So, you know, gotta kind of use what time I have free wisely. So, I feel like it's better to have a few short videos rather than just one really long one and that kind of thing. And honestly, I've been trying to keep them no shorter than 20 minutes. So you're only losing really 10, but it helps me get, 3 episodes done way faster in the long run, because, that stuff adds up pretty quick. I don't really need to save here. I just want to grab this shrine so it'll be on the map for later, because I think I got to come back by here in a little bit. And it's just a good landmark. Where's my horse? There you are. Aggro is the weirdest example of, like, an animal companion, because, like, get on him. What the hell? Is it because he's on the rock? There we go. Jesus. You're supposed to be able to just jump and hold the grab button and, like, Wander's supposed to, like, fling himself over, but it doesn't work very often. Okay, is this, I think this is the right place. I don't see why they would have put the save shrine right there if this wasn't right. But yeah, because, like, if you want to look at him in a realistic sense, Aggro does, like, some incredible stuff for a horse. He doesn't get spooked very easily. He helps you in, like, life or death situations. He's a really good warhorse, and that's great, but, like, he also doesn't act at all like a warhorse, because it's like, oh, you got off me, I'm just going to run off on my own. I hope you don't need me in the next, minute and a half. Cool. Got here really fast, actually. It only took like 5 minutes. Alright, sandworm time. He's another creepier kind of dude. Again, a little less threatening because he can't shoot balls of electric death at you. But, at least I don't think he can. I've never actually noticed that, like, glowing ball underneath his chin there before. But that might just be what's, like, lighting up his eyes. Oh, I got a message. But I will be checking it later. Okay, so we need the bow for this one. And we need to be focused on the Colossi. Where are you? Is it L2 that does that? Where is he? There he is. Okay, so we're gonna cut around this pillar here. Let's see if we can get him to come at us. I think we're gonna hit the wall before he reaches us. Yep. Okay, gotta turn. Come on, Aggro. Come on. Alright, here we go. And we got him. Alright, so what you didn't get to see there because he hit the wall too fast. So he's supposed to kind of like start spiraling and then crash into the wall. But maybe I just actually have to hit him twice on hard mode and before he'll do that. Maybe once in each eye, who knows. There he goes, alright. So now he's stunned. I think he's actually got a couple of weak points on him. And I'm assuming that his stun time is going to be a little lower than it normally would be to make him a bit more difficult, but we'll have to see. So once you crest the top of him, he also, because he's already kind of in pain, doesn't really do too much to shake you off. You just kind of have to roll with his spasms. Oh. That would have helped. I was wondering why I hadn't seen a weak point yet. It's because I didn't have my stupid sword equipped. And that is probably going to cost me some time on this guy. Hit him. Okay, and I'll hit flail. So yeah, based off of that damage, I'm going to bet he's got 2, maybe 3 weak points on him. I think he's another one that if you're fast enough and skilled enough on normal mode, you can actually one-shot him. Because once again, he's not really, I don't think, intended to be a very hard Colossi. He's here to test you and make sure you've got the gist of this done. And that was half of his life, so I would hazard a guess that he's only got the one more weak spot. And he doesn't change it up. Same thing, we'll get him again. We just gotta lure him out and shoot him in the eye and repeat the process. So we just hit 10 minutes, so it's looking like this is gonna at least be an attempt at another Colossus, or maybe we'll make the trek out to the next one or something like that, maybe if it's far away. Okay. Can we get him? Yep, we got him. And he hits the wall. And up. Okay. So I think I can actually... Sweet, it's right here. That's convenient as hell, actually. There might be 3 now that I'm thinking about it. We'll have to see. Well, no, because his head is bowed against the rock at the moment, so there can't be one up there. We'll find out quite quickly, actually. God, he's just so easy compared to the stuff we've been dealing with up till now. And he's done. Yeah, 11-minute Colossi, not too shabby. If I had been more with it, I might have actually been able to do that in just one shot, but that's all right. All right. Run from the black goo. Even though it's always a moot point. Aggro is way the hell over there. It got me. Ugh. So gross. Wow, that actually, the black smoke kind of lingered on that one. That was interesting. It's really cool, kind of. I think I liken this akin to, like, watching a movie that you've seen before, but it's been a while. So, like, you're still familiar with it, but, you know, you don't quite remember everything that happens. But because you're familiar enough with it, in the bits that you remember well, you're always able to kind of, like, catch that little detail that you've missed in the past. Which I always kind of find fun. 10, nice, double digits. To be honest, like, when I started this playthrough, I wasn't entirely sure I was going to be capable of finishing it, because I had such a bad time the last time I tried to do the hard modes thing, but it's going really well. I'm really happy about it. Oh, goodness. Oh, so let's listen to some Mystic Babble and figure out who Dorman wants us to kill next. I can't remember what happens next. Say, we haven't done the water buffalo yet. We haven't done the monkey with the sword. I don't know. Let's just be patient. See what the god of whatever has to say. An altar overlooks the lake. I think it's the water buffalo. No? A guardian set loose. Oh, it's the cat. Okay. Cool. This is another good, like, I keep tooting this game's horn, but it's good, so I don't really care. This is the first, not the first Colossus. This is another Colossus that does a brilliant job of completely throwing you for a loop. So, like, you know, the first one is there to make you, like, awe-inspired, and then the bird is there to make you go, like, whoa, you know, giant stone monsters that can fly. That's incredible. Like, again, not super hard, but just kind of like, whoa, what the hell? And then, you know, they start getting weirder and slightly more puzzly, and, you know, the turtle, again, reinforces the need for aggro, and also kind of makes you use the environment to beat him. This Colossus is just kind of like, you know, all the things that you've learned, all those lessons that you've taken to heart. Yeah, throw all that out the window. Like, Colossus can be anything, and it's great. It's so good. So I've already kind of spoiled this one's. I call it the cat. It's not actually a cat, obviously, because, you know, it's still a Colossus. They're all still giant stone monstrous things. But this one is so ingenious and so interesting. Unfortunately, one of the few. Oh, hey, there's the big dead thing. I think maybe that's how I do the time trials. Is I go find their corpses and examine them. I can't remember. We'll find out in honestly probably a couple episodes. I don't think we're gonna be at this a whole lot longer. I think Shadow's actually gonna be the first plat I get on this show, which is kind of cool. Flap those legs, Wander. Flap those legs. Anyway, so yeah, the cat is just ingenious. Finding him is kind of a pain in the ass. Thankfully, I think I remember the general area he's in, and we just hit the 15-minute mark, so I think I'll be happy to try to get the cat into this episode, even though getting to him is still a little bit of a trip. Yeah, I would say the cat is probably the purest puzzle in this game. It's something, again, you've learned some pieces. It does have, like, an environmental aspect to it, but it also has some, like, reasoning that you have to do. It's really, really nifty. And again, the Colossus itself is just a brilliant, like, oh, I didn't even think they could be that too. That's super cool. But again, unfortunately, they kind of... There are a couple Colossi that aren't, aren't the best. And they end up kind of recycling probably trying to recycle the wow factor of the cat in a little while with what I call the dog. What honestly he behaves more like a bull, but it just doesn't ring as true as the cat does. So yeah, this is why finding the cat is just an absolute pain if you don't know where he is already. As you noticed a second ago, like my guide beam was just like, oh yeah, go that way. Oh yeah, go that way. And you can actually follow the guide beam to exactly where the cat is. You're just, hundreds of feet above him. And the game does very little to kind of nod you towards this pit and this giant, cut back ramp thing that gets you down here. So you basically, again, the first time I ever did it, I was just like, where is he? I can't find him. Fuck this game. And I literally, I think it was probably the first time that I stopped playing and just kind of took a long break and it came back to it later. And I was just like, okay, I'll find where it thinks that it's supposed to be and kind of work my way out until I figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. This one also does a really good job of separating you from aggro, which, I think maybe only one or two other Colossi have done. Which again has some far-reaching consequences, and there's almost nothing in this game that wasn't intentional and isn't like beautifully thought out. Yeah, it's so good. I love this game so much. I'm so happy to play it again. So that's where we're headed, that right there. And as you can see, there's a ton of rock right above it, and the Colossus is actually inside that little temple kind of thing. So if you're riding around up there, the beam of light just points straight down to the ground, and there's nothing you can do about it. You're just like, I don't understand. Like, where do you want me to go? And eventually you can find that little gate. I think I actually found my way down here just because I was like wandering around. I was annoyed, and I was just like, what's down this thing? This could be a secret. And it wasn't, but, this is where I was supposed to be. But it felt like a secret, because it felt like I had sussed it out on my own and just gotten rewarded for exploring the world. Which is always a great feeling. Oh, sorry about that weird little burp thing right there. Jump. Alright. Yeah, we got here really fast. Got here in like 3 minutes. That's awesome. And there's the kitty. It's the first tiny Colossus. And by tiny, I mean he's still giant compared to you. He's still a monster. But, yeah, it's just... I remember just being, like, thrilled to see a Colossus like this, where it was just like, oh, yeah, of course. Like, why do they all have to be skyscraper-sized? So, again, this is a beautiful little thing. It's not quite explained why. Let's see, how do I pick you up? Yeah, grab. Oh no, he hit me. Is my stick still lit? Wow. He's been decapitated by the wall. One is just like, ow. Okay, and say once the game oh, my stick got extinguished. So yeah. Not the greatest start, but that's okay. We can recover, we can endure. Once you get the stick, I'm gonna have to get a new stick, aren't I? Oh no, okay, it'll let me climb with it. Cool. Once you get the stick can stay lit sometimes. I think actually on normal it is de facto starts lit once you get it. It can like extinguish if you don't use it properly fast enough. But yeah, I think it might have just come out extinguished. There we go. We got a nice little torch, and now our kitty friend is worried. I'm not a big fan of this part because He's so sad. He's like, no. He's like, ow. Why would you do that? Ow. And he doesn't like the fire. Oh. He just bats at you so passive aggressive and just like, oh, that's half my life. Ow. Fucking gut punched me. But yeah, we work him backwards, and he's so pitiful for such a stone monstrosity. My girlfriend hates this Colossus because it makes her so sad, and he falls and hurts himself. But now his weak point is revealed. That's another kind of like interesting thing, because it's like, you know, from a pragmatic perspective, it's just like, oh well, they didn't want these Colossi to be Vix. If they didn't want these Colossi to be, like, you know, put upon or killed, why would you leave their weak points exposed? And this is the first one where it's just like, oh, well, they didn't. Like, he was fully armored. You actually can't hurt him until you get his thing undone. So, this is kind of the super annoying part of this guy. So he's just gonna run around and spaz the fuck out, and you can actually, oh good god, you can kind of lure him around, I think. Oh, and he killed me. Holy shit. You can kind of like run back up onto the temple and use the height to jump down onto him, but it takes a lot of time and it's kind of tedious. Might end up being what I have to do, but you know, we'll see. So let's try retrying. If he kills me, actually, I wonder if it'll save when he fell off. Nope, no, I'm gonna do the whole thing. That's alright, that's fair enough. But yeah, if it takes me too many tries, you know, we'll cut, and the next episode we'll start here, and we'll bring him down. But I have a feeling I should be able to take him down in 8 minutes. He's not super difficult. Getting onto him once he's fallen is honestly just a bit tedious. Because he runs around really fast, and unlike the other ones, he's so large that when he shakes and stuff, he can actually like really mess with you, even with like the minor shaking. Okay, so yeah, when I picked it up, the fire went out, I think, or did it? I can't quite see. Well, yeah, okay, it went out. So we'll climb up and get our torch lit. Come on, light the torch. There we go. And we'll do this again. Actually, I wonder if I could... No, I don't think backing him off that side actually would break his armor. Okay, keep it moving. And like I said, it is actually possible if you take too long doing this, your torch will go out. Which really sucks, because, you know, he's if you do this too aggressively, he'll bat you around like he does, and you know, on hard mode that's most of your life gone. And then if your torch goes out, he suddenly gets like really aggressive, and it's just like, oh, and he just tackles you and you just die. So bad. Super painful. Okay, so I think the torch is possibly useful still, but I didn't have I've never really used it again. I usually just try to drop down on him properly. So let's try to get a better handhold on him this time when we fall. Yeah, we got it. And see what I mean? Like, just his little, like, kitty movements just fling you everywhere. There is a way to get onto him in, like, in a specific position where, like, no matter what he does, it just doesn't do anything to you. I think I need to poke him or something. Get him to calm down for a second. No, that did not work. Oh, God. But yeah, he just flips the fuck out. Come on, you fucker. Ah, shit. Oh, shit. Come on, that would have been something. God damn, Wander, your wrists are so strong. Come on, get up there. Get him! Okay, we're already... He's kind of like running back to the temple. Oh, you fucker! Alright, we got a hit. It's a tiny fucking hit, but a hit all the same. Okay, we're just gonna get off of him. He's gonna run us down a little bit. And again, and I actually might have just killed myself by letting him hit me, because I think he's got me in a stun lock loop now. Yep, I'm boned, I think. Oh, you fuck. Come on, get up! This is honestly one of the biggest failings of the game. The bull can do this too. They're just like, oh, you wanted to get up and play? Well, fuck you. And he got me. You son of a bitch! Okay, guys. We're getting close to 30 minutes. This is clearly not going to happen. So we will just start here next time. I appreciate your patience. I'm sorry we couldn't get a twofer. We got close. It just didn't quite happen. So thanks for watching. Hit that like button for me. Leave a comment down below, and I promise I will read it. And hopefully I will have time to get back to you. Hit that subscribe button if you want to hear. I suppose you're hearing, but if you want to hear and see and experience more videos like this one, or if you just want to see the end of this playthrough, I would appreciate it very, very much. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.